I recently made it down to the land down under. Australia, that is. The land of the Outback. Everything with fur, scales, and skin would kill you. And not to mention, the Aussie babes be babing 24/7. I decided to go on this trip with my good buddy Stoutmeister because he is one of the few friends I would consider family. We made a trip out in the Outback and visited Ayers Rock, the biggest land rock in the world. It was indeed an astonishing and an amazing sight indeed when we made it to the top. We sat down and gazed down at the Outback, talking nothing but Aussie metal bands. What do you think about the band Aversion's Crown?
I think they're atrocious. I mean, they use programmed drumming for Christ's sake. Psychroptic is 10 times better because their drumming is legit. Programmed drumming ain't loyal, yo.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right because I'm official Gecko. Yeah!
We continued conversing on the top of the rock until the sun went down. 'Twas a beautiful and amazing sunset. The kind of sunset that you would have your sweetheart next to. But on that particular evening, I was watching it with one of my best buddies.
Alright, man, it looks like it's getting dark. You wanna head on down?
Sure, man. I mean, Soundwave is waiting for us. And we will get to see King Parrot and all the Aussie babes Straya has to offer.
Damn straight, buddy!
As we stood up and began to walk down, I couldn't help but notice that we were being followed. I looked over my shoulder and saw a dark, shadowy figure following us. Stout, I think we're being followed. Stout looked over as well and saw the figure. Due to Australia's history with backpacker killers like Ivan Milat, our warning signals were blaring off the charts.
Oh fuck, dude! It looks like we're being followed! Oh shit!
In America, with a situation like this, if you had a handgun with you, it would be no problem. But here in Australia, we had no firearms with us because, face it, Australia hates guns, and we were only armed with jars of Vegemite. What do we do, man? Stout looks at me, with sweat dripping from his forehead.
Run!
With no hesitation, we both ran down the rock. We didn't care about using a flashlight, or not using the flashlight apps on our phones. We ran down blind as bats down Ayers Rock. I looked behind us, and even though it was dark, it looked like the shadow was sprinting full speed right at us. Fuck! Stout! Run! I pushed him to help him run fast, but I accidentally pushed him off a small cliff where he tumbled down. I too lost my footing and began tumbling down the rock. We slammed down hard on the ground and blacked out. I slowly came to and discovered that I was all tied up and sitting up on a huge stone. A campfire was lit and a white van was facing me. I saw Stout next to me with a nasty gash on his forehead. Stout! Stout! Wake up! Stout slowly opened his eyes and instantly screamed at me.
Why the fuck did you push me down, goddammit?
I'm sorry, dude. I fucking panicked.
You panicked! Now look at us! We're both tied up! Next to some weird-ass camp in the middle of the fucking Outback! And we're probably gonna get our guts removed by some fucked up bogan on meth!
Finally! You two are awake! We both gasped and faced the darkness, and on cue, a quite stocky, yet flamboyantly short-haired man emerged from the darkness. He was buck-toothed, wearing a Lady Gaga shirt, and was wearing nothing under except his briefs. Purple briefs. He was holding a huge Bowie knife and looked at us.
Look, I don't know what you want to do to us, but please, don't kill us. I have too much to live for.
Yeah, what he said. The man licked his lips and had a lustful look on us. Are you two metalheads?
Yeah? Why?
I heard you talking about Psychroptic, Boris the Blade, And not all is murder. What are you getting to, man? I don't know what this has to do with us tied up. The man takes his knife and slices his shirt open and flamboyantly puts his hand over his hairy chest and goes,
Please, pay on me.
The two of us gasped in horror.
What the fuck?
What is your problem? The man makes a weird look on his face, walks over to me, and lowers his head towards my face and says,
Do you want to fucking finish me off, mate?
No, we're straight. Oh, I see how it is. You don't want to pay on me because you're a bunch of homophobic bigots. I, as a homosexual man, deserve to be showered by gout and piss.
That's rape! That's rape, goddammit!
You don't know what it's like being gay. But we're straight. We cannot consent because we're fucking straight, man. Go be someone who is gay as you. The strange man looks at me and somehow in his head became enragingly furious at me. How dare you don't talk about Caitlyn Jenner? What the fuck? Yeah, you heard me, mate. Caitlyn Jenner is stunning, beautiful, and courageous. You know mentioning her in your videos goes to show you're a bunch of transphobic bigots. Stout was terrified and confused at the same time as the weird-ass man continued his insane ramblings. You know what? You're just an ignorant, homophobic, transphobic, and a metal-latest bigot. All you ever do is talk about metal and metal and metal and not pressing more important issues like the LGBTQ, PQ, PQ, RGTFG community. You need to be locked up in a loony bin, dude. Batch, I'm fabulous! And like that, he began to walk off to the darkness.
Hey! Hey! Yo! Cut us loose!
But it was too late. The man was gone.
Oh, great! Now what?
I have no idea. Suddenly, we heard movement from the bushes.
Oh, fuck! What now?
Another individual peered out of the darkness, but it wasn't a stocky, insane fellow. It was a skinny man with a beanie on his head, a piercing on his lower lip, and had on a white hoodie. He sat down next to the campfire, facing us, and said, Hi everyone, my name is Race. What can I do for you?